Many days ago I put out a video describing another fictional event in the life of fictional Roderick Bowe. What Roderick Bowe did was put out a vlog on a video streaming site called Our LCD. And in this vlog he defends the actions of a 16-year-old school shooter, TJ Lane. Of course, doing so righteously pisses someone off, so Roderick yet again has his sexy body injured when he is attacked. But you will have to wait until the end to find out how. So I'm gonna continue summarizing what Roderick Bowe said in his vlog. So anyway, TJ Lane shot like 5 kids at his school and 3 of them died. So then he's in a courtroom at trial and he pleads guilty because what's the point of pleading not guilty? There is no way to argue he didn't do it, and maybe pleading guilty will give him some leniency. So after the judge hands down his 3 life sentences or whatever, he takes off his shirt in the courtroom, proudly exposing his t-shirt underneath with the word killer written on it. And then he tells the family members of the victims in the courtroom that his hand that pulled the trigger is the one with which he will masturbate to the memory of the shooting and fuck you all. Everybody was beside themselves over it. How dare he do this? Well, think of this. Why shouldn't TJ Lane continue staying mad after the incident? He wanted to piss you fuckers off, and he knew exactly the right thing to say to do it, just like all the trolls on the internet know exactly the right thing to say to people to piss them off. Because did anyone treat him any better after the shooting? To show him why he was wrong to do that? No, they arrested him and put him in jail. They made his life even worse. So what is he supposed to feel remorseful about? How is he supposed to feel terrible for the victims? Oh, because they weren't such a bad people, it turns out. But they are. Those victims continue being bad by punishing him from beyond the grave, by putting him in prison. Perhaps TJ Lane is also bipolar or has a manic depressive disorder, and sometimes on impulse he commits self-destructive actions like showing the courtroom his t-shirt with the word killer written on it. The shirt with the word killer and the nasty statement he made, that was his final desperate cry for help. At least if he's going to be put in prison, the prison should be like some kind of tropical island resort where he would be happy. But he will be put in a hellhole instead. He already thought the people he was killing were so stupid and bad, they deserved to die. And when he's not treated any better afterward, then obviously society hasn't learned a lesson, and they continue to be even bigger pieces of shit toward him, when the killings should have instead mellowed out the society and made society penitent. Otherwise, why should any criminal be remorseful about what they do? Then TJ Lane escapes out of prison with 2 other inmates about a year or 2 later. So there was a manhunt to find him, and the authorities warned the public he could be dangerous. Well, of course he's going to be dangerous if you're going to hunt after him. You're making him fight for his freedom when he shouldn't have to. And why do the cops have to assume he broke out of prison just to kill more people? Maybe he just wants to go home peacefully and play some video games and just get on with his life. Maybe he wants to walk among the trees in the forest or something. Look at nature, something he doesn't get to do in prison. Maybe if you let him be and don't hunt him, he won't have to be dangerous in return. Police like to push people into a corner, force people to fight for their freedom. Then those same cops whine and complain that the person is dangerous. Maybe if they gave him freedom after he escaped, maybe then he'd feel remorse for his victims. But again, society shows neither him nor anyone else who might try to copy him that there is any reason to feel sorry for any of the victims. So after he escaped from a maximum security prison, to treat him even worse because society is refusing to learn a lesson he tried to teach everyone, society decides to send him to Florence Administrative Maximum Facility in Colorado, just to be even worse toward him. ADX Florence is a hell that not even Dante could have imagined. The furniture in each cell is made of poured concrete. The shower is on a timer. It goes off 3 times a week at 5 a.m. for exactly 3 minutes. From the window you can only see cement and sky. You get 1 hour of exercise a day in a concrete pit. ADX Florence has 1,400 remote-controlled steel doors and is surrounded by pressure pads and multiple rings of 12-foot razor wire fences. There your very existence will vanish from the tablets of history. Okay, TJ Lane is not going to ADX Florence. I lied. But he is going to a very similar prison. All because as punishment for escaping from a less harsh prison. Now, are the families of his victims suffering that much with grief that TJ Lane is receiving equal punishment to what they got? Of course not. TJ Lane would like to ask them if they would rather have to be inside ADX Florence for the rest of their lives or suffer the loss of a child. And if they would rather suffer in prison, then whatever, good for them. It's not like the grief TJ caused them is as bad as ADX Florence and being incarcerated inside that prison. The grieving families can still relax at home, enjoy different activities of freedom, go take walks outside, have privacy. So how is TJ's punishment somehow equal to what he dealt everybody else? So this was the gist of Roderick's vlog. So then a cousin of one of TJ Lane's victims got so pissed off at Roderick for his vlog that she tracked him down and stabbed Roderick in the thigh while he was playing with his cell phone on a park bench. The attack was sudden and unexpected. The knife point struck right up against the femur bone, penetrating the vastus lateralis muscle. The knife had gone in if the knife had gone in just a quarter of an inch to the right, it might have damaged the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve, which might have impeded his ability to walk forever. TJ Lane was simply trying to send a message, to help change the world, to grab back some power. If he did it out of evilness, and not in spur-of-the-moment bout of rage, then why didn't he try to conceal his actions? Why not go into the wilderness instead, where there are no witnesses, and randomly shoot people one at a time here and there, if he just wanted to kill? He was taking revenge, so it doesn't make sense for society to take revenge on him in return. Why should society always have the last move when it comes to vengeance? Also, Roderick said in his vlog that the only reason TJ's victims were nice guys and not bullied like he was, it's because their brains were wired in such a way from birth by their genetics that made them easily compatible with other people. Any one of those victims could have just as easily been born with a damaged brain and did what TJ did instead, and TJ would be dead and they would be going to a supermax prison in his place. Now look here, both TJ and Roderick took pictures of themselves with a jumbo teddy bear for Valentine's Day. The teddy bear has a heart that says, "Be mine." I personally wonder who will be mine. I feel like after hearing this video, no one out there will want to be mine. Roderick took this picture like a gentleman. TJ Lane took this picture like a gentleman. And nobody wanted to be theirs in return, even though the heart on the teddy bear says, "Be mine." Now we switch to another fictional character, James Gritter. James Gritter decided to print up some t-shirts with the word killer on them, imitating the handwriting that TJ Lane used. So this way, fans of TJ Lane can wear these shirts. I know you can make your own shirt like that with a marker, like TJ did, but the marker will wash off in the washing machine. You need proper printing so it doesn't wash off. So James Gritter was going to make a buck by selling these killer t-shirts to all the fans of Thomas Lane. But instead he got fucked for his idea. Not a single retailer wanted to host his product because it is tasteless and inconsiderate. Yeah, let's worry about hurt feelings when James Gritter needs money. And how much hurt feelings are you going to create when James Gritter can't have his TJ Lane t-shirt money? Well, you just risk creating more TJ Lanes by doing this. Poor James Gritter. Everyone got fucked, everyone got screwed. Roderick's wound, at least, wasn't life-threatening. Just a damaged muscle that would heal after a week or so.